Good morning. So no scarves today. It is 71 degrees outside. Today is Saturday, February the 24th. And that is in the way. Okay. And I am on my way back home from set up at the church. Yeah. Okay. So anyway, yeah, my hair looking a little wrinkly, but I'm about to do this bad boy before we go today. I'm supposed to be going to Huntsville in a couple of hours for a housewarming get together for my uncle on my stepdad's side. So yep, that's what's pretty much the plans for today. I wanted to talk like I'm from New York or something. I wanted to talk about just some changes that I've made in the past couple of days and some of the results. So I have limited very drastically the things that I eat for the sake of just trying to see how it would affect my acid reflux. And I have been successful in staying away from fried foods, been successful in staying away from tomatoes, anything, been pretty successful with chocolate, staying away from any fruit that's super acidic, which is a lot of fruits I love, like strawberries and grapes and blueberries and blackberries and kiwis. All this stuff has acid in it. Been staying away from that. And I know you asked, so what the heck have you been eating? Well, I got some cabbage. I've been eating sweet potatoes. I've bought like a kale burger. I actually did make one cheat move, and that was going to get my veggie pizza from one of my favorite restaurants. And when I say veggie pizza, a lot of people might assume that it's like all nasty and stuff. Oh no, this veggie pizza, I'm sure it was olive oil was used, but it was oil still, okay? And it had goat cheese as basically the topper for it. It's not the topper, I guess, like the foundation. So it didn't have any sauce, no pizza sauce, just the goat cheese, which is bomb. And then it had like the mushrooms and the bell peppers. It didn't have any green bell peppers. It was just the red and the yellow and the orange bell peppers, which are not really, in my opinion, what you would think of as acid. It's like more sweet peppers, if that makes any sense. But in either case, I did have those. I don't know if that was acidic or not. I haven't looked it up to see if it was acidic, but it didn't really taste acidic. So anyway, yeah. So I ate that veggie pizza, and yeah, of course, I had a little bit of reflux burn feeling, like indigestion or heartburn, whatever you want to call it. Had a little bit of that going on, but not as bad as it normally is. Now, from that point, what I've been experiencing is basically like, how can I explain it? It's like I am getting a cold. So the back of my throat feels numb, almost like that scratchy sensation of a cold. Then it started over the past couple of days. So I've been doing the whole diet thing for like this whole entire week. So it started a couple of days ago where it started to feel like it's getting in my chest though. So at first it was just the back of my throat. It felt uncomfortable back there. It felt really tight back there, and dry back there. But now it actually my chest feels like I have a chest cold where, like, you know, when you cough, it's like the soreness, that kind of chest cold feeling. And then my taste, like, I mean, it just tastes so odd. And I thought it was because of the bubble gum, because I was chewing it like every single stinking day. And I mean like 4 to 5 pieces a day, if not more than that, maybe even like 6 or 7 pieces of gum a day. So I know that was doing some stuff to my teeth, and as far as like me wanting to chew and my taste buds. So I assumed it might have been that. But it's like my mouth is dry and it doesn't feel like relaxed. It feels irritated. Like I'm allergic to something. You know what I mean? Like it's like when I eat pumpkin seeds or avocado, I get this itchy, weird sensation in my mouth. And that's similar to that. It's not really itchy, but it does make my tongue feel like it's not natural. And I know I've read online where people try to like compare it to like a metal-y kind of taste in their mouth. I don't know if you would necessarily consider it a metal-y taste, but it's not like a regular taste in my mouth. So yeah, my mouth is doing some weird stuff. I don't know if that just basically means it's reflux or whatever it is, silent reflux coming up, or whatever. But I know that I've been researching the enzyme pepsin, and I know I've been trying to figure out, like, okay, so what could it be? What could it be that's going on? Is if it's the pepsin that's moving up and it's not activated until I eat something acidic, how can I control, first of all, how much pepsin comes up, when the pepsin's going to move up, and then on top of that, coating, like getting rid of the pepsin? Will it like ever go away? So in figuring that out, you know, I've gone online and did a little bit of research and have found that maybe alkaline water would help because it denutes the pepsin. Now, the word denute, I have no earthly idea what that means, but I'm assuming it's going to either dilute it a little bit to where it's not as strong, or it's going to remove it, or, you know, kind of like mellow it out of you eventually, you know what I mean? So I'm assuming that's what that means. I'm going to look that word up, look that term up, just to see if that's really what's going on. But yeah, so I've been drinking alkaline water. This is my second day drinking it, and it does have a different kind of taste to it, and maybe that's what's making my mouth feel weird, is the alkaline water, and that, you know, it has certain minerals and electrolytes and all that kind of stuff in it, besides just drinking my normal water. Adding something that has the electrolytes and all that kind of stuff in it could be making a difference. What is he doing? This mug is swerving all over the road right now, bruh. Oh my gosh. And then he got his light on. He needs to go and get over if he gonna get over. I need to get away from this mug. Can you please get over? Thank you. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna get off this road and go on Green Springs if he stay on this road. I'm so about to get off this road. If he's gonna stay on this road, I'm getting off. Cause he is about to cause an accident, and I will not be on the road with it, honey. I mean, just swerving back and forth. Please don't be getting off. If you getting off, I'm getting off. I'm going to Green Springs. That's ridiculous. You know, cause an accident. He about to hit that car right there. See, man. Folks on the road these days, I don't know what's going on, bro, over there, but he needs to get it together. All right, but anyway, so like I was saying, just trying to figure out the whole pepsin thing and how I want to view it and what's really going on. But then it does legit feel like a chest cold. Like it feels that tightness, like if you cough it hurts, or it's just sitting there and it hurts. So I'm like, okay, well, could I be getting like pneumonia or something, or is it just a chest cold? Let's try some Mucinex. Well, last night I tried some Mucinex, and it worked out okay. I mean, I felt like it wasn't as irritated as it could be because of the Mucinex, but that was earlier this morning before I went to setup. Now that I've come from setup and I'm kind of awake and alert or whatnot, it seems like the soreness has come back. I don't feel the wheezing part like I did yesterday, and I don't feel like I have to cough up something when I cough. So it's kind of like a dry cough, if anything. Like that. I don't feel like I have to cough up anything, but it does definitely hurt when I cough. So I mean, maybe it could just be a dry cough and I'm getting something. I don't know. So I am definitely gonna continue to drink the alkaline, maybe for like a week, and just see what the differences of the alkaline water as opposed to regular water would do when eating a meal, especially if I'm about to do something acidic. Drinking that right before I drink something acidic, hoping it will denute, whatever that means, the pepsin. And then, you know, I'm gonna take Mucinex maybe for another 2 days, maybe at most, to see how it improves or how it changes my condition. So yeah, I've officially changed my diet. I have officially decided to do alkaline water. Only thing I'm taking right now are probiotics. I'm eating a lot of wheat stuff with my meals every time I eat something. I'm staying away from fried foods, from tomato stuff. And, you know, yep, I'm just living the dream, right? So I will just do the updates on what it does, and hopefully it does work. And man, if I can find something that works and I can share this with people who have to go through this, I'm telling you, Because acid reflux is not a joke. Like, people say it like it's such a small thing, but it is a very, like, deteriorating disease. Like, it literally is deteriorating your insides. And then that can then lead to other health conditions because one part is not functioning correctly. So then it goes in and pours into a part that may be functioning correctly, but then it gets the negative effects from it, and then it just like trickles down your body and everything starts to not function correctly. So it is not a joke by any means. That is not a disease. That is a joke. It is a big deal to have acid reflux and to get heartburn or to get reflux every single day. It is a big deal to do that. And I will never minimize it again. I know before I had any of these issues, I was like, okay, acid reflux. I didn't even really know what it was for sure. I just knew that I got heartburn every now and then. But my goodness gracious, I know exactly what it is now, and I will never take it for granted again. If my body ever gets itself back to its regular state or something similar to its regular state, then I'm going to be super thankful, and I'm going to be super careful with how I treat my body, because I'm telling you, like, this is not a joke. It's horrible. And not to say it's bad to have to change away from eating a whole bunch of sugars or a whole bunch of greasy stuff or, you know, a whole bunch of processed food, because the processed foods, obviously, if it has certain things that your body doesn't recognize because of the preservatives that it's using, or some of the things that they're using in the foods, and it doesn't break it down properly, then it's not going to digest properly, which will obviously result in it coming back up because it's just sitting in the stomach. It's not being digested. So, you know, non-processed food, not greasy, not sugary, and not fried. What else is there left to eat in this world? Or at least popular to eat that we've been so accustomed to eating? What else is left after that? Not much. So it's like a whole new world and trying to discover what's going on. And I mean, I compare it to my hair journey, and I said that before, in that I did the same thing. It was very hard for me, and it was stressful for me to figure out what do I need to do with my hair. And now it is, I mean, I do get more dry scalp than I want. I will say that my dry scalp, but that was an issue when I was washing with the shampoos and stuff. So I'm not going to even, and it's not like no big old flakes or nothing like that, but it is drier than I want it to be. Let's just say that. Like, I don't want to see none, but I do see a little bit with my hair being washed. So that's the only complaint I got. As far as how soft it is, man, please, like, my hair is way softer than it's ever been, with or without products on my hair. And I'm only using the sebum from my scalp. So I am grateful that I've discovered that, and I will keep, you know, I'll tweak what I do from time to time. There may be something I can do naturally to deal with the dry scalp, but as far as my hair is concerned, water is the way to go, honey. We're going to save money and we're going to save time. Water is the way to go, and that is it. But anyway, now I'm just talking about random stuff. I'm gonna go and get to the house. I will say this before I leave. My singing has been affected a lot by this whole chest cold feeling, and by that little dry sensation in the back of my throat. It has been affected greatly by that. So that scares me, because I definitely don't want to lose my voice. And like I was telling one of my coworkers, and we were talking about it, I do like meats, I like fried foods, I like all this stuff, but I will give that mess up before I get my voice up. So I mean, really, I would be like, okay, voice or being able to eat any crap you want to eat. Voice is what I'm going to do. Because eating is just something to stay alive. It's not necessarily what you have to survive. Well, hold on, let me take that back. You have to eat it to survive, to stay alive, but it doesn't have to be there like, oh my gosh, if I don't have this, I'm going to die. If I don't have a piece of bacon, I'm going to die. No, you will live. You just won't have all the things that feel good to your body, taste good to your body. And I'll take that any day to have my voice back to its position where it was, and starting to develop that middle voice and being able to really get into that middle voice, because I'm finding that is the area that's mostly affected by this whole reflux stuff, my middle voice, the area I'm working on. Ugh. But anyway, let me get off because this video is getting super long. Bye.